So today I would love to draw this cute little rat. I did this one in honor of one of my art students, Kylee. Her rat was 4 years old and just passed away. So we're gonna draw this little rat in honor of Kylee's rat named Spice. Spice, that's a cute name, right? I think it's cute, it's very cute. Spice is a cute name. So let's get started with the rat. I took up my whole page. Look at this, it's a big rat. And we're gonna start with the head and we're just gonna block in the shape, we're gonna block in the character and go from there. How's that? You guys ready? Today I'm gonna just use a woodless pencil. It's gonna help me draw darker so that you guys can see it. Any pencil will do. Any pencil will do. As we see with our rat, he is ready to draw with us all day long. Yes. I'm excited for the rat to draw with us. How's that? Okay, so let's decide where we want a rat on the page. I want my pencil that he's holding to be really long. So I'm going to use that as my idea of where I want my rat. I think I'm going to put his face right here. So I'm going to draw a nice big circle. Notice how big I'm drawing right there. Let me zoom in for you. I'm going to draw real big. You draw as light as you can. Okay. I'm going to draw dark so you can see that. Can you see it? Yes. Are you going to give me a thumbs up today since I can see you? Now come out away from the circle and let's put a dot out here. That's going to help me decide where to put my rat's nose. And you're just going to pull that little triangle back toward the face. Cute. They're so cute. Okay, you've got your head, you've got your nose. Let's draw a really long line. If you're not comfortable with drawing a line just freehand, you can grab a ruler. You can grab your Stomp. Okay, grab whatever you need to help guide you draw a straight line. So I'm going to use my Stomp and I'm just going to hopefully get my fingernails out of the way and just trace that line down it. Okay, so you can just draw a straight line going down, 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 just like that. Is that easy enough? Yes. Super cool. I love to see you guys drawing. This is my most favorite ever. Seeing you draw. Now let's draw another line parallel, which means they're never going to touch. So just, oh, I'm a wiggly person. I'm a wiggly line person. Pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Not terribly bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. Ah, there we go. I'm going to erase some of my bumpy little lines there. Okay, so we've got our pencil, we've got our rat head. Now for the body, I'm going to bring a line down, just down the back. Wait a minute, you can't even see that. Hold up. There we go. Down the back, just draw a straight line down the back. The front of the rat, we're going to round out the front. Okay, he's got a big fat belly. So let's pull that belly out the front and around toward the back. Here we go. I'm going to draw darker. There we go. Now for the leg down here, let's do a nice oval, but let's bring it down a ways. Let me ask my daughter to bring around. There we go. Bring that oval down. You can go ahead and clean up inside there. Erase that a little. Yes. There we go. And then for the feet, I'm just going to bring two little lines down, right down at the bottom. Whoop, that's so tiny. And then pull an oval out. Let's make their feet really long. Okay, make their feet pretty long. They have the longest little toes that they can wrap around the bars of their cage and, oh goodness, everything else that they do. On the back leg, let's pull those two little lines down and do the same thing. Let's pull it out further though. Okay, so look at this angle that I have going on here for my toes. Do you see the angle that I have going on? That's going to help for the placement. Keep this rat in balance. Okay, I think we have put all the pieces that we really need on the rat. Let's go ahead and just put the placement for the arm here. Oh my goodness, oh, hold on a second.
So she might stay still.
Oh, lovely. Look at who we have here today. This is, who is this?
Tsunami.
This is Tsunami. This is my friend Rat. Here, she's actually a Dumbo Rat. When we draw, don't poo on my rat picture. Oh, she's potty trained. That's why. So look at this tail also. Do you see this really long tail, how it goes? It's thick here and then goes really fine at the end. Where'd she go? Oh my goodness, come back here. So this one's a Dumbo Rat, and she has big ears. That's why she's called a Dumbo Rat. So anyway, well, thank you for bringing her in. See these little feet? That is what we were drawing just now, and I wanted to, wait, come back. She's on my microphone. Ah, I lost the rat. Thanks, dear. See you later. Okay, that was kind of cute. I'm like, oh, I lost the rat. Okay, so down here, we're going to have her little arm down here. So let's put a circle here. Wait a minute. Let's zoom back in. There we go. Put a circle right here, and we're going to use that bottom part of the circle, and we're going to pull it up, out toward the pencil, okay? And then you can put a little circle here. Do you see those rats' long fingernails? Oh, they were super cute. Super cute. And then the other paw, the other arm is going to be tucked behind. So let's just put that right here. So he's like hugging the pencil. And then we'll fill in the little space later. So there you go. We have all the pieces excluding the tail, which we'll do that as our final touch. How's that? Are you ready to detail this really cool rat? Kylie's rat named Spice. Okay, now I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to clean up some of the areas I don't want on my art, on my final project. So let's see here. What I don't want is inside the hands. I don't want those lines. And let's see, I don't want this area here. I think I'm ready to put some detail on this rat. Do you guys have Stomps? Do you have Q-tips? Do you have a Kleenex? Any kind of blending tool? So let's start on the head. Let's add the eyes. I'm going to zoom in as much as I can. So let's start with the eye. Right in the middle of that circle, I'm going to go toward the nose, and I'm going to slant a letter L. See how I'm going to slant a letter L? I like the placement for that eye, so I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with a big oval. Do a big oval. That rat had big eyes. And today, my light source, my imaginary light source, is going to be coming down from the right. So I want my reflective dot and everything I do today to duplicate and be good with the light source being on the right. Okay, so I'm going to be doing light source on the right. There we go. Now for the ear, let's go away from that eye, and I'm going to put two lines going away from each other. Now my friend Kylie, her rat wasn't a Dumbo Rat, so we're not going to make these ears too big. We're just going to make them a standard rat size. So away from each other. Once you come out here, let's do a nice curve down and curve in. There we go. It kind of looks like a triangle, if you want to call it a triangle. There we go. And inside the ear, let's put a line at the top, and let's leave that there. So we're going to add some detail here in a bit. And what do we do with the ear on the other side? It's going to be further away, and it's going to be smaller. So let's Do the same shape, but let's just tuck it back behind there. Ta-da! Good. For his texture, that was a fluffy rat. I don't know if you noticed my rat was fluffy, or my daughter's rat was fluffy. Let's go up and give him some spiky hair. So I'm going to just use my pencil and spike, 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 spike toward the direction you want the hair to go, okay? I noticed you all have some wild hairdos today. Wild hair. Spike that hair toward the nose. And then the nose, what kind of nose did that rat have? I didn't notice my daughter's rat's nose, but this nose, we're just going to round out that tip and then curve the end of that nose. And do we add a reflective spot on the nose? Yes. Let's add a little reflective spot. We want to give that illusion of a light source there. Good. So far, so good. Now, the hair coming down the face, let's go down, down, down. Okay? Down, down, down. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Got it? Now, this part of the circle, I'm going to erase this line here. I don't want that there. I don't want him having that extra part of the head. Okay, so we have this line back here. Let's do some striking lines, some zigzags. Let's give them texture. Okay, just go down all the way down the back. Give them some texture. Give your eyes something to feel, okay? And you can follow that oval around toward the back of that leg. There we go. I've got some short hair, some fluffy hair, all kinds of weird strings of hair there. Now we're going to go back up to the pencil. You guys have drawn a pencil before, right? We draw pencils all the time. We draw all the time. I'm turning my paper just a little because I need to have a better handle on it, okay? I don't want to like block the view. So I'm going to put a line down the middle coming out just a bit. So that's going to help me get a point to it, okay? So what I want to do is pull this down into our nice point of the pencil. Yes, that's excellent. Then you can erase that little guideline you had. Excellent. Now let's do, oh, I gotta have the right end of my pencil. Let's do the lead on our pencil. Get that lead going. Make it nice and dark. And then do a contour line around that pencil. Now, if you want to leave that there, that's cool, but you know, we're pretty experienced artists. So let's do some zigzags going around it like the nice pencil sharpener ate up my pencil. How's that? And then go ahead and draw the line that we had there. Don't get into that hand area for your rat, and just darken that line all the way back, making this pencil really long. You gonna make a giant pencil or are you making a skinny pencil? Now the end of the pencil has that metal there and then an eraser here. So let's work on that real quick. Let's add contour lines connecting one side to the other. Contour means it's curved. I'm just gonna add 3. That kind of looks good to me. That looks really good to me. And pulling out the eraser at the end with 2 little lines and then a nice contour line at the end. And there you go. You got your eraser paw on the top. Okay. So let's just do 3 little fingers wrapped around. So you're just going to put a nice J right here. Let me zoom in on that one. That one's tiny. A little J and then another little curve. And bring that around, and when you get to the top, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to curve that and bring it toward the face. Okay, so we just curved that paw around. That's all we did. We don't need to add a whole lot of detail to that. The detail is going to be in the toes. I saw those fun little toes on that creature. I'm going to grab my eraser and clean up this area because this is where I'm going to put the arm. I'd rather erase now than later, only because this is a very small area, right? It's a very small area. Okay, so here we go. Let's see here. We have how many fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof, I'm not going to do that many. Let's see here. I'm going to start at the back since it's all curved around. I'm going to curve this down, and then let's do zigzags all the way down that arm to the back of that shoulder area. Ta-da! Then you can just erase the rest of that oval. Yes. Man, Cooper's working hard over there. Goodness, I'm loving this. This is awesome sauce. This is awesome. Okay, now here we go. We're gonna curl some little fingers down. When you do that, just give little tiny bit of an arch for each one and then pull it down. And you can do zigzags for the fur and then bring it up. So here I have the little shoulder, kind of looks like an elbow, coming up to the little paw. And that's that. Very easy. Very, very easy. Easy schmeezy on that one, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's see here. Now we need to go down the belly. Let's just go down the belly. All we're going to do is zigzags, adding that texture, making that rat feel fluffy to our eyes. Oh yeah, that is really cute. Really, really good. I love it. We're going to erase this backside right here, the little area that's at the top coming over. Let's erase that area. So all we're going to do, actually mine went too low. Actually, we're going to take it and let's zigzag down the front, coming toward the ground. The hair flows toward gravity, right? Flow that down and then pull that right to that little line that we have for the leg. Yes? Good, good, good. So that way we can curve this line and this line instead of just making them straight. And then we can make the feet. Are you ready for that? So for the foot, I'm going to do the front first. So I'm going to pull back the heel and then I'm going to wave it up and then down again. I want to give this foot some more detail than what we did on the teeny tiny paws up there. Okay, so curve it back and pull that toe in. It's a long toe, right? They're really long toes. And then let's pull out another toe, but let's make the middle one longer and pull that back in. Okay, and then there's only room for us to see one more toe. So let's just tuck that one behind and then pull it all the way back, just like that. Wonderful. You can add little toenails by just putting little curves at the end. There we go. I think that one toe needs a little bit more bump. Bump, and there we go. They have the weirdest shaped feet. So weird, so weird. So we're going to do the same thing to the back foot. We're going to pull down that line, do the ankle toward the toe, and then pull that little toe in. Doing the same thing, the middle toe longer, and that back toe, just wiggle it in. And that's it. I'm going to blend before I add the detail of his whiskers, or her whiskers. I forget this is Spice. I'm going to do the shading real quick on that. And my Stomp's pretty dirty, so I don't really need to load it up very much for my adventure here. Is my Stomp loud? I have some students say that my Stomp is such a loud thing on this microphone, so I apologize if my Stomp is a little bit on the loud side. Okay, you like your shading? I'm going to add some whiskers, so let's spike them in all different directions. And the ones on the other side, spike them and give them a little bit of a curve. Don't make them just straight, okay? Don't flatten them out, because we don't want them to look too perfect. I mean, did you see that little rat? She was a hairy mess. A hairy mess. Did you shade your pencil okay? Did you give it some shading on the bottom side of that pencil? Well, I'm ready to draw the tail. This is going to be fun. Let's see here. I have to make sure I don't go off the page. So note where you're at. I'm going to start where the bottom of the tail is, okay? The bottom side of the tail. So pull that out, give it a ground, let it touch the ground, and then bring it out the top. Yeah, I like that. So then the thickness, it's thickest when it touches the body. It stays pretty thick, and then it halfway down, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it comes and it rounds out at the bottom. And she had little hair all over her tail that was just random, spiky. It was weird when I touched it. It was kind of weird. So I'm just going to add a couple of little spikes coming in all directions. Can you hear my pencil tapping on there? And then for shading, I'm going to shade the bottom side of this rat down here. I'm going to take my Stomp and just give it a good blend. There we go. And then how do we finish up our rat? We need to anchor it down, and we need to give our eye some kind of placement where this is on the page. So you know by now, got to anchor it to the ground with an anchor shadow. Give a little anchor shadow. Anchor shadow means it's touching your object, right? You got to touch the object. You can do that for a little lesson today, art lesson outside. You can go outside and see where your shadow is, making sure your shadow actually touches you wherever you're at on the ground, right? So it's anchoring you to the ground. Okay, here we go. I'm going to blend this in, and I'm going to give my little rat a horizon line because I want to know where this is on the page. Woo. And let's see here, sign my name. And I'm really excited that this is for Kylee. That is cool. Look at this. Woohoo! Look at that. Mr. Rat, or Mrs. Rat. I keep saying Mr., but it's a Mrs. I should put really long eyelashes on her then. That would help me. Ta-da!